Your friends are keeping you broke. The circle of friends that you keep, the partner that you date, like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they might be the cause of you being broke. They are not really the cause, because I mean, you want to do it, you want to spend the money, you want to hang out in the bougie places you can't afford, so you're also a problem, but we'll keep that for now, okay? Their influence, their unspoken influence, is creeping into your finances and it's crippling you, unfortunately. So if you haven't noticed, I'm telling you, you need to start noticing. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Lou and I make finance and investing content for beginners by sharing my journey in personal finance. I'm not a licensed financial person. Please don't take this as advice. I'm just here for the vibes. There are three things in particular that I've noticed about like expensive friendship groups, or having bougie friends, or having like, expensive people around you. First of all, their spending habits are contagious. The way you see them spend, I don't know, but for some reason you feel like you can also spend like them, and then you try to spend like them. But the thing is, you don't have as much money as they do. They'll spend 1,000 on a necklace and they'll be okay because they have money. When you spend 1,000 so that you can match in the friend group, you won't have your rent. Yeah? No, no. Draw the financial boundary. Do not cut them off if they are good friends. Just draw the financial boundary if you feel uncomfortable telling them that you can't afford something. Secondly, another thing about these friendship groups, these expensive friendship groups, or having expensive friends, is you don't want to be the cheap friend. You don't want to be the broke friend. So imagine you're in this friendship circle and your bougie friends gift you diamond earrings on your birthday. A part of you would want to reciprocate and give them something really, really nice, right? Even above your means, which is a problem because you're crippling yourself to do something really nice for somebody else. I'm not saying you shouldn't do something really nice. I'm just saying that it's going to take a toll on your finances, even if you mean well for the other person. I really hope I'm not being misunderstood, because it's things that I've seen, okay? And I think you should be aware. Another thing that you might not notice is most friendship groups have an unspoken rule of how much is too much. Like, nobody is going to say, oh, this is too much. But based off your interaction with your friends, you'll be able to categorize that, oh, this is too much or this is not too much. If you're with your expensive friends and they say, oh, I bought these earrings for 3,000 kwacha, the other one would be like, oh, really? Which shop? I need to go there. And then for you, who doesn't have the funds, you'd just be like, 3,000 kwacha? That's my rent. That's my rent. But then you won't say anything because these are your friends and you don't want to look like the broke friend, and like, you want to fit in, especially if that's the kind of friendship you're in. Which, why are you feeling like that with your friends? I don't know. But if you find yourself in that position, then run, or set the financial boundary, or be comfortable saying that you don't have money, or you think something is too expensive, or something, I don't know. But yeah, so your friends might be keeping you broke because they live a lifestyle that's above your means, and because you want to keep up. Sometimes it's not even intentional. Like, you want to keep up in terms of getting them a good birthday gift. You know what they like and what they don't like, and what they like is expensive. So you need to buy something expensive for them because they can't wear a dupe, or because they can't eat at a certain place. And so you want to gift them like a nice massage at a very expensive spa, or a very it's just a lot, man. I I remember one time I was talking to this person who, like, we were about to be buddy friends, and I just saw from the way they were spending and talking about money, I was just like, we can't be friends. So funny thinking about it. But yeah, I didn't explicitly tell them that we can't be friends, okay? Because yeah, rich and bougie and I can't keep up. I didn't tell them that. They're a very good person, by the way, and I still talk to them now. And like, we're still friends, but we're just not like close. Like, we should hang out every weekend kind of close. No, 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 no. Yeah, maybe once in a while, yeah, definitely. But then mm, hey, the amounts of money they were mentioning as pocket change, I was like, ish. As you assess your friendships and people you want to be friends with, okay, just look at how they are talking. If they are talking above your income bracket, before it goes too far, before the friendship goes too far, I think, slow down. Slow down, calm down. I just knew from after that lunch we had, I was just like, yeah, we this one and we can't be friends because our levels of spending, and I'm not even frugal, by the way, but like I said, every friend group has a level of spending. It's not talked about. Sometimes it's not talked about, but then from your interactions you can tell that our price range is this, our budget is this. So even when you're planning, even when you're suggesting, you know that at least everyone can afford this, or it's slightly above all of us. Now if you're in a friendship group where you're here and your friends are here, their price range, their budget, their restaurants, their taste, their everything is here, and I no. So yeah, just assess your friends, and if there's anyone who looks like is a bit out of your budget range, do not cut them off if they're a good friend, but just draw that financial boundary. And you could either tell them like, hey, I appreciate these expensive gifts you get me on my birthday, but on your birthday, please don't expect something expensive because I can't afford something expensive. I will get you a gift, something that you might like, that's in my price range, but I'm not going into debt just to get you a good birthday present. I feel like this also applies to like girlfriend boyfriend relationship. If you're dating somebody who is bougie, who is expensive, and you're the guy, you would want to make her happy, impress her, take her to the finest restaurants. It's hurting your finances, man. Like, date somebody in your income bracket or slightly above your income bracket. That's fine, but like, why are you dating somebody above your income bracket? No, don't. No, unless you have a plan. But even then, like, yeah, and unless she's understanding. But if she's just not understanding and she's telling you, no babe, you need to get me a Cartier bracelet, you need to get me roses and flowers and all the best. And also, if you're the lady in the relationship, right, and your boyfriend is doing all these extravagant things for you and you feel like you need to match his energy, but like your income bracket can't match his energy, I don't know, man. I don't know. To summarize this video, I just came to tell you that you need to be aware of the spending habits of your friends, your family, your partners, boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever, okay? Because their spending can be contagious and you might adopt the expensive lifestyle when you really, like, you would have avoided it, okay? Number two, if you feel like their spending habits are higher than yours, or the way they manage money is a bit far-fetched for you, then do not cut them off if they are good friends. Just draw a financial boundary where you can tell them that you appreciate the expensive stuff that they do for you, and just let them know like, hey, I can't reciprocate in this way. I can't show up for you financially because of X, Y, and Z. With the little I can, I will do this, but then I won't, please don't expect me to go above and beyond. And thirdly, always watch out for the unspoken financial limit in your friend group, because it's really going to affect how you show up financially for your friends, especially if you are in a position where you feel uncomfortable drawing the financial boundary. So yeah, next time you're about to get close to somebody or create a friendship, please assess yourself, assess them financially. And if you feel like they're here and you're here, then the finance part of it, we can exclude it. But the other parts of the friendship, enjoy. Like, great. I hope you guys are not in friendships that are taking a toll on you, or relationships that are taking a toll on you. And yeah, even if you're friends, even if you're in a relationship, please take care of your finances, because God is the one who provides these resources to us, and we need to steward them well. Okay, you can't be careless with what He's giving you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, share it with somebody, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.